Alright.
So basically, you killed a thiefling, even though she was evil. There was no justification for killing her, but even though all the good she's done. So yeah, you can loot her corpse if you like.
I'm going to loot her corpse and
Loot
then I'm
his
going to
corpse.
Right.
You later on. What did you have, Ashley? What do you have, Alistair? Ashley? Well, your character's dead now, so.
You want me to go find that now?
You guys want to go on now or later?
What?
I don't think he didn't really have anything. I'm not worried about it.
Except for gold.
Dragon.
I want her gold and I want to eat her.
998 gold.
What?
I can use that gold. I will go ahead and I will go ahead and take her gold and I'm going to eat her brain.
That's an evil thing, Dragon.
No, not. Dragons collect knowledge from eating people's brains.
No, they don't.
Oh,
Not in D&D.
Well, then that's pointless. Well, I'm going to take her gold.
Mind flare, you can, but you're not.
Mind flyers eat.
Yeah, but
I have all the gold.
Okay.
I only have 800 gold.
I got some rations and I got potions of healing.
Well, Seth needs rations because he never bought any rations.
Well, you can take his. Seth, go ahead.
How many rations did he have?
He had like 8 rations, 7 or 8.
8 rations. God, I take the 8 rations from the bloody mess.
And how many healing potions do you have?
Or 4.
Oh, 4 healing potion as well.
All right.
I guess we'll split them.
Yeah, I'll split those. I have to put them in the chart in the in-game one because I can't edit the PDF file. So.
Okay, so that's not a problem. So basically, you will have a dead tiefling on the ground.
All right, and gold. I'm putting what 900 in here.
Yep.
All right.
And is she?
I start digging. I start digging in the woods.
You're in the woods and you start digging. You still see the crown spewing fog.
Let's bury the crown dragon. What do you think?
I'm sorry, I was calculating here. Yeah, we can try that.
Okay.
So I dig a hole 6 feet down.
And it takes you a couple hours to do that.
And I throw the body in with the crown.
Okay.
Start throwing dirt on it.
You still see that the fog is piercing through the dirt every time you shove dirt down on the dead body into the crown.
Damn it. Let's stop it. Let's take the crown off the body.
All right. We'll take the crown off, but what are we gonna do with it? Because I couldn't get the rubies out of it, and it's hard to see if I'm carrying it. So
it's fine. So you know what? I have that sword that had kind of that black aura around it that we got from the mausoleum.
All right.
So let's try and put them together and see what happens.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Who's holding the sword?
Well, I have the sword wrapped in the cloak.
Uh-huh.
And I drop the sword out of the cloak on top of the crown on the ground.
What was that?
I have the sword wrapped in the cloak.
Uh-huh.
And I drop the sword out of the cloak on top of the crown on the ground so they're touching each other.
Nothing happens.
Dragon, you should pick up that sword and try to use it to get the rubies out of the crown, because you're stronger than I am.
Alright.
Dragon, when you grab the sword, roll me a wisdom check. Just 1d20 for you.
Oh, that's why I can't see nothing. Okay. Oh, dude. My English. This thing is not the type.
How would you just copy and paste / roll? Okay.
Well, I restarted. That's why.
You feel the pain and the sorrow that the sword is feeling right now, but it does not make you cry, and you feel very sad for that sword. What do you do with the sword?
I don't know. Get it back to him. I don't feel sorry for that sword.
Well, if he gives it back to me, I don't hold it. I make sure it goes back in the cloak.
Okay.
Oh, shit. And what's that? The sword of sorrow or something?
No, you feel the pain and the sorrow and the cries the sword is making with whoever wields it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I give it back to him. If it doesn't work, then shoot, that's not gonna work.
Well, you
at
just
all.
hold the damn sword. What the hell do you want to do with
Oh.
it?
Oh, then yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put both of them together and see what happens.
Nothing. The crown is still spewing smoke, and the sword is crying.
All right, well, let me try to take that sword and try to get the rubies out.
Roll me a strength check. This should be +6. What are you talking +6?
Yeah, it's +6.
Yeah, you're not able to get the ruby out with that sword.
All right, well, I'm putting it back into the bag and then get it back to Grim then.
Okay.
What's that?
Seth, it gives you back the sword. Wrapped in the cloak.
I wrap it in the cloak and put it back in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Is there anything that we may have forgotten?
It's not a bag of holding. It's a handy haversack.
Oh, handy haversack. Okay.
Is there anything that we may have forgotten inside that building, or maybe there's another building around here that we have not checked?
Not that you know of so far, because everyone in the village is getting hammered. But the only person that's not being drunk or hammered is that old lady.
All right, well, I'm going to take this thing to the old lady and see what she's got to say about it.
And she goes in and she holds it. She said, "Oh, let me see that crown." She's like, "This item is cursed. I don't have the magical power to destroy it, but you may be able to destroy it with a manticorn horn struck in the crown itself."
I could rest and pray for remove curse and try that.
You can.
Yeah, try that.
I would need 8 hours to rest.
Well, it is night. Everyone's being smashed, so it is a good time to rest.
Yeah, let's go ahead and rest anyways.
All right. So I rest and I instead of animate dead, I pray for remove curse on my spell.
Isn't animate dead like fucking evil? Necromancy, divine spell.
It is, but anyone can cast it to have a. It doesn't. You don't have to be evil to cast it.
Okay, and now I just read remove curse. Okay. So 8 hours pass. You rested. You pray for your god. You got your spells.
Lance,
What?
I sent you something.
Where at?
Your phone.
Your phone. You're in trouble.
Oh, I sent it to my mom by accident.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. So yeah. So you're gonna cast.
I cast remove curse on it.
There you go. You see a little big spark. You see the fog stop coming out. Then it reignites.
I cast a spell magic on it.
The spell magic. Let me see what roll I need to do for that. I know that I gotta do a roll for it, or you gotta do a roll for it. The spell magic. Good thing I have my book here right next to me. Book's very useful.
Now I sent it to you.
I haven't received it yet. The spell magic. Roll me a 10 plus your caster level, so that would be 4. So roll me roll me 1d20 plus 14.
Lance.
I got a 14.
No, 1d20 plus 14.
Oh.
Bag of holding, handy haversack, or a portable hole. How much does that cost? Oh, you want me to see how much that costs for you?
Yeah, because backpack doesn't hold anything. It only can hold 5 pounds.
Okay, I will grab that after I found this 29.
I can magically have a bag of holding.
You see the crown not spewing any smoke. Give me 1 second.
That sounds good, Seth.
Yes, does.
I have to use a fucking 3.5 dungeon manual to find the cost of the bag and everything else. Isn't that some shit? The 5th edition doesn't have the price of the magic items.
You know, killing her caused a lot of problems, man.
Yeah, so the crown does not spew any smoke. What would you do? You see the fog start to dissipate.
All around the town.
Yeah, slowly.
All
We
right.
took down their protection.
Yes,
Now
we
they're
did.
all gonna. Now they're gonna die.
Now we need to go back and talk to the old lady.
The-
I'm gonna take the crown and ask her about the crown.
Actually, it'll be 5,000 gold for the bag of holding.
Bag of holding. 5,000?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
So, okay. So the curse is lifted. You have a nice looking crown, and I don't think no one has an anyone can roll an insight to see how much it's worth.
I guess we all should try.
Well, it's just you
I
two. The tiefling's dead.
Yeah, it just does too. What do I gotta do? Which one am I looking for?
Insight.
I
Insight.
got a.
It's
I got a
wisdom. It's
20.
1d20 for you.
I got a
Yes.
20.
Yeah.
It's worth. If you sell to a seller, you might get 3,000 gold for that crown.
Nice.
6.
Yeah.
Let's try to.
You think it's worth about a couple gold pieces?
I tell him he's quite mistaken, as I don't lie. And I walk to the old lady that said she owns the tower, and I say, I have removed the curse.
Huzzah!
I would like to sell this crown to you.
Why? So you gonna
And
try
I'm
to sell
gonna
me
yep.
my heirloom that was actually my property from my tower? You try to sell that back to me? No, you give that crown back so I can rebuild this village.
No. We sat there and took no. All right.
If I give you the crown, will you use it to fortify the village from the evil that is outside?
We will, but first we gotta rebuild our village. Get food, get materials that we need. But we will build a basic hall for you guys to have your own adventures and storage, and also your little vault, basically like a small guild for you in our village.
Then Drag, it's well worth giving her the crown. It's well worth giving her the crown.
Yeah, give her a crown. We can actually use that.
Yeah. So I say, here is the crown.
Yeah.
I give her back the crown.
I just gotta figure out where our village landed onto, because our village teleports with the fog throughout the whole planet. So you don't know, the terrain might be different than when you first came in, just to let you know.
Alright. Well,
so we can search out this giant.
either that or
there is a crumbling fort not too far up north, about a day's walk.
Seth,
right.
don't you want to go collect some materials? Because we're getting kind of full, aren't we?
But if you do want to sell stuff, I think that dwarven just got sobered up. That you can sell your items, your equipment and stuff as well. I think it's already started melting down a lot of the adventure gear that was in the tavern that was blocking everything else in.
Yeah, there's a store here.
Yeah, you see an outside, you see a dwarf hammering and hammering on the forge, and also melting adventure gear that was basically piled up into the tavern into ingots.
By the way, Dragon, I give Dragon the 3 potions of bull strength.
Okay, you got 3 potion of bull strength. Every time you drink it, you get I think a +4, right? +4 to your strength for a certain amount of time.
Let me put that in my inventory.
So you...
I asked the dwarf, how much can we get for a set of chainmail, a Masterworks battle axe, a Masterworks studded leather, a short bow, 15 arrows.
Oh, damn! Wait! Don't we have? Well, we don't even know that yet. We don't even know her yet. So
for all the gears that you have, I only have about 500 gold to give. I'll buy everything that you have. Your masterwork, battle axe, all that, bow, arrows, your armor, and shit like that. I'll give you 500 gold for all of them. At least you're helping for a good cause. At least we can actually use that to equip our men here to defend our village.
All right, I keep the I keep the +1 short sword and the 3 throwing axes.
Yeah.
And the heavy hander sack, I give him the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. You get 500 gold.
All right, so that puts the party. I have 550 gold. That puts the party to.
But if you find a some material like a manticorn horn, we can make something out of that. And
what
usually,
do they have for sale?
Oh, what do you need?
I'm looking for a +1 hammer.
A +1 hammer. I can actually work on your hammer, but it'll take about a couple of days to do so.
Okay, how much? What would I get? I have a war hammer and the damage is 14. It's +7.
Well, the hammer's not +7. Those are your bonuses.
Yeah, your hammer does 1d8.
Yeah.
Oh, my hammer does 1d8. Where's my?
So
hammer?
I say how much to imbue the hammer? I can wait a couple days.
2,000 gold.
Okay. How much to imbue both hammers to +1?
4,000. 4,000.
No deal, like 3,800, 3,500 to do 2.
You can roll me a. I don't have diplomacy in this thing. You can roll me intimidation or persuasion.
No, I'm not gonna try to intimidate. I'm gonna go persuasion.
Go for it.
I don't want to intimidate the guy because then he'll charge me more if he just gets pissed off. So I'm just gonna try persuasion. What's persuasion based on?
Charisma.
The picture I sent you on Facebook, just use it for my icon.
You gotta change your icon, not me. You should change your Alistair icon.
I didn't do so well. I got a 9.
He
You gotta
says
change it. You're the one who has to change it. It's not Alistair anymore, is it?
you can still use the
No.
Alistair icon, just change his face, that's all. He says 4,000 stuff. I'm sorry, man. We gotta rebuild this village. Yeah, as you can see, we're like very desperate. If you have the goodness of your heart,
Dragon,
and we'll,
we just want to pay it because that's gonna wipe out all of my gold and the party's gold for the most part. It's just gonna leave me with 24 platinum pieces.
I have 1,733 gold.
All right, so I'll pay 1,000. How much?
I have 1,733.
in your honor.
So I'm gonna give Dragon 1,200 gold and then pay the rest of mine.
And he says, in your honor, I will make a special shrine for you in your guild hall of Thor that you can pray to.
I thank you very much, sir. So I'm gonna give him 2,000 for mine and 1,200 and no, I'm gonna give him 2,000 for mine and 1,000 for Dragons. So Dragons has to pay the other 1,000.
Okay, give me the 1,000, Dragon.
All right, I give you the 1,000. That leaves me with 733.
Alright. And he's like all happy and like hammering it down. Hammering it more down.
So what am I changing on here?
Well, you're gonna get a +1 hammer.
So so every time you roll, it's 1d20 plus your attack and strength +1. So your attack
Is your proficiency.
So your attack with your hammer is a let's see here.
5.
+6 would be +7 instead.
6.
So 1d20 +7, and you do a 1d8 +4 instead. Okay, I'll change it for you later on this week. You guys gonna be level 6 for a while.
So should basically just type in 1d6 + 1.
They're
Yeah,
level 6?
yeah. No, they're not level 6. They're talking about the +1 weapon. I'm trying to explain it to Dragon.
Oh, I show the dwarf the broken flail, and I say, "What can you do with this?"
I can melt it, or fix the chain. But what would you need a flail for if you have a perfectly good hammer?
I tell him that I don't need the flail. I mean, can you use these materials towards something else and then sell that and then use that to help build our home?
We're not. None of us are really good using flails. I just melt it into something that we can use or use it for building materials.
They're casters. They're not forgers.
I mean, I give him the broken flail.
There's a thank you for the donation. And you start throwing it, throw the whole thing in the foundry.
Yeah.
So right now, I have a +1 spear and a +1. Well, when I get the warhammer, he hasn't fixed them yet. But
yeah.
Right, well, there's no blacksmith here. Then that's kind of useless to try to get better armor here. Then.
Oh, he is a blacksmith as well.
But he doesn't forge weapons.
He's turning all the melted metal from the foundry into ingots.
Okay.
He's literally melting all the. Remember all that pile of armors and stuff?
I have tons of ingots here.
Yeah.
What kind of armor can I get with 733?
Well, you already have a good armor that you're wearing right now. With that mount, it'll be a lot weaker.
Doesn't Dragon? You have full plate on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you've got the highest. The only thing up from here is magic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I need to buy. I have no torches apparently.
It says, why don't you buy a couple bottles of oil? And there's a lot of trees around here. Break a branch, wrap it in rag, drench it in oil, and light it up.
Nice.
Okay.
I asked him if he has any rope.
He says, I actually do have some rope. What kind of rope do you need?
I want the strongest hemp rope you have, 50 feet.
I have a silk rope for 1 gold for 50 feet.
50 feet silk rope, I'll take it.
I had 3 of those. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need. I mean, I got things I gotta sell, but that's about it.
What do you want to sell?
I've got 50 copper.
I said, what do you want to sell?
Oh, I got 50 copper and I got a bag of jewels.
I'll take a look at the jewels. And he looks at the jewels. You give him the jewels or what? 50 copper is currency, man. You get 100 copper, you get 1 silver. If you get 10 copper, you get 1 silver. You get 10 silver, you get 1 gold. Or 100 copper for 1 gold piece.
Okay.
So you give him the bag of jewels?
Yeah. How much is a bag of jewels?
He looks at it and says, 200 gold.
Wow. I show him after.
I'll give him the bag of gold. I'll give him the jewels.
I'll give him 200. You get 200 gold.
I show him the 2 large rubies, the 3 small black onyx gems, and the 1 large onyx gem.
He looks at it and says, lots of pretty gems you got here. I don't know they're worth that much though. I'll give you 600 gold pieces for all of them.
All right. I tell him that's fine.
Okay. Here he goes. And he throws it in the back.
What? I say, hold on. I'm going to check insight to see if I think I just got screwed over.
Okay, roll me insight.
I guess I don't know.
No, you think you got the best deal of your life.
I have a master steeder leather. What the hell is all this? Leather.
Master leather?
Yeah, I have master steeder. Is
Studded leather.
All right.
It gives
Well,
you.
I got two of those. I got two of those. How much would I get for that?
It give you 100 gold pieces for them.
For both of them?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
When you get that, he hung up on the wall for sale for about 500 gold pieces each.
All right, I'm done selling to this dude. I had a feeling he was going to do that. That's why I did it.
So he just basically screwed us.
Basically.
Yeah, he's been screwing us. That's why I sold the thing. So I was like, you know what, whatever.
It's like,
But
nice.
he better fix our hammers.
Yeah, it'll take about 3 days.
All right, then we might as well just look around here. I mean, we still got things we got to do here anyways.
You see them clearly cleaning the shit out of that temple, and basically putting new foundations on, newer wood. You see a couple of people bringing in a whole bunch of logs, chop down trees, cutting them, sawing them. You see like a couple of other doors making actual nails for them, and so far the stable looks more look like a stable, more like a village. You see a couple of people digging holes in the back for relieving themselves, build an outhouse within the past 3 days, and they start building a couple more buildings around it, and they start making wooden spiked fence pointed towards about 6 degrees outwards around the village.
I have a bad feeling about this, but all right. Well, while we're here, there's a building on your top left. It's got a little square mark in the middle of that corner. I want to check that out.
That's the temple. It's just there. There's that temple of the crazy paladin. They're just rebuilding the whole thing in there. They're literally taking like planks and with a whole bunch of marking on the other side of the time that she was trapped in there.
I made the character, Lance.
Alright, cool.
Before I leave, the dwarf, I ask him if he has any full plate armor for sale.
You really want to buy that after he just cheated us like big time?
Well, I say I know. Look, you gave us some really bad deals, and I understand, but I appreciate you, building the temple to Thor for me, and I was wondering if maybe, we definitely donated a lot to you. If you could give me a much better price on a suit of plate mail, a full plate.
Roll me a persuasion.
Is that wisdom?
That's charisma.
Okay, so charisma, I'm plus 18.
He looks at you and says, I'm sorry. It's just, it's business is business. This is what's basically rebuilding that temple, start building your guild hall, and defense around the area, building more places, couple outhouses. Instead of shitting in a tree, now you're shitting in an outhouse in comfort. There's expensive. Now we gotta get scouts out there with gold, so they can get merchants coming by our village, and so we get more stuff and materials.
So then you don't have any plate mail. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't have any plate mail. We only sent a scout out about last night. So no, I have a half plate.
He's stealing us.
As you can see, I'm wearing half plate. Look, I bid you farewell. I don't know if I appreciate everything you've done for us. I don't believe that I'll be back here to do business. I did not have a good experience here, but I wish your business well and to prosper. Goodbye.
And here's your hammer. And you see, as I also did something for you for selling me those armors and stuff. He actually made a symbol of Thor on both sides of the hammer, and at each end where the hammer ends is actually a huge symbol of Thor's mark. So every time you smack someone with a hammer, you can actually put a bruise mark of Thor on them.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna do that in real life.
So yeah, let me go take a